Okay, hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's working. That. Okay. Sunday morning live. Hopefully y'all hear me fine. Let's see how many people gonna show up. Sunday morning live. Obrigado, Deus, pelo pão de cada dia. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Good morning, good morning. If you're entering, please leave in the comments where you're from. Deixa abaixo o país de onde você é, para eu saber. Okay. Make sure my. What's going on, everyone? We're 5 people so far. If you can kindly please leave in the comments where you're from so I could kind of get an idea how to address. Oi, bom dia para todo mundo. Se por gentileza pode deixar abaixo de onde você é. Sei que é muito cedo ainda. What's going on? What's going on? There's no topic, specific topic or anything that I want to touch on. Kind of whatever anyone brings up, we could talk about it. Is anyone leaving anything in the chat? Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Please leave in the comments where you're from. I don't see. 1 second. I can't tell if anyone is leaving a message or not. Hey, what's going on? I'm sorry if y'all leaving. If y'all actually typing something in the chat, I can't see it at the moment. 1 second. Oi, deixa eu ver aqui. One second. One second, yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry for the noise of that car. We waiting for. I'm wait. I'm waiting for. Again, I apologize about that. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. As you can see today, there's no specific topic today. We can talk about pretty much anything. I'm here at one of my wife's markets, one of her events, and I figure I turn on the live. So yeah, if y'all could please kindly leave in the comments where you're from. Okay. Okay. So we're 7 people again. Um, there's no real topic today. We talk about pretty much anything. Como a gente pode ver, não tem um tema específico hoje. Então a gente dá para falar sobre qualquer coisa. I just want to make sure we good. Right now I'm right outside of a mall. Hold on, so y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see really good. So yeah, if anybody has anything they want to talk about or bring up, we could talk about it. Kind of as long as it's nothing crazy, you know. So yeah. Please leave where y'all from, where y'all entering from. And please excuse the music in the background. Like I said, I'm outside of a market and they blast the music. So. What's up, man? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you again. See you typing again. Hope all is well. Sim, hoje não, já comeu? Não, ainda não. Nem sei o que é, não conheço. Pamonha, pamonha? O que é isso? Será que é um prato brasileiro ou um salgado? Again, we're 15 people. Please leave in the comments where y'all calling from. Oi, tudo bem? Como está você? Tudo bem? Você é de qual cidade? Lá no Brasil? Sim, está bem, minha família. Graças a Deus. Está bem. E Telemaco, não consigo entrar na internet para ver o que é isso. Pamonha. Porque eu, eu tenho que deixar o live para pesquisar. São Paulo, capital. Ah, legal, legal. Super legal. Pamonha é feito de milho. Ah, ok. Feito de milho. Não, eu não consegui. Não me lembro muito bem. Porque eu estava morando lá em Curitiba, em Paraná. Talvez eu visse, mas eu não me lembro. Pamonha, pamonha. Será que é conhecida pela todo o país? Por todo o Brasil? Porque lá no Paraná eu não me lembro de pamonha. Será que é Jessimare? Jessimare. Espero ter pronunciado bem seu nome. Jessimare, Jessimare. Super legal. Telemaco é uma comida de mim. É uma versão doce e a salgada é comum em festas tradicionais de junho. Ah, ok. Me lembro das festas de junho. E junho no Brasil e como se fosse bolo. Ah, ok. Vim como um pedaço de queijo dentro. Interessante, interessante. Mas tem muitas comidas eu não consegui provar lá no Brasil. Sempre e tinha. Ah, super legal. Super legal isso. Vou anotar para pesquisar depois. Deixa eu ver aqui. Porque não estou com. Infelizmente, não estou com serviço nesse celular. Não estou com a internet. só no celular mesmo, mas dá para anotar. Pamonha. E tem vários supermercados, restaurantes brasileiros aqui mesmo, em Texas, onde estou atualmente. Dá para fazer em casa, mas não, eu não acho que, eu acho que vai ficar igual, né? Eu quero provar de um brasileiro mesmo, sabe? Porque se a minha primeira vez ah, estiver em casa, não, que eu comer em casa pamonha, eu não, eu não teria com qual, como se fala, comparar. Eu quero poder comparar com alguma coisa, né? Então, eu quero provar de um brasileiro mesmo, e daí a gente pode tentar em casa fazer a pamonha para poder comparar, né? Pamonha. Mas eu vou anotar. Pamonha, pamonha, pamonha. Anotei. Dá para fazer em casa. Eu acompanhei você daqui. Muito obrigado, muito obrigado. Infelizmente não estou lá, mas se Deus permitir, o ano que vem, o próximo ano, é, por volta de junho, ah, a gente está planejando votar, né? Mas se Deus permitir, ah, a gente está cumprindo alguma coisa aqui e está demorando muito. É embrulhado, embalado na folha. Ok. Eu acho que. Não, mas você falou que tem queijo, né? Tem queijo por dentro. A sua esposa e você gostaram bastante. Gostaram muito do Brasil. Foi difícil fazer elas voltaram aqui. Foi difícil. Porque, sei lá, as pessoas são diferentes, né? Não todo mundo, mas as pessoas do Brasil são muito mais receptivas, né? E foi muito mais fácil nos integrarmos na cultura do Brasil, né? Não, a gente gostou bastante do Brasil. Tem só um pedacinho daqui. Um pedacinho, ok, beleza. Bom, que junho você vai poder desfrutar das festas juninas e comer pamonha. Sim, o ano passado a minha filha estava estudando na escola e a escola tinha não, teve um evento junino pelas festas juninas. Sim, ela fez parte dos eventos, né, que um, a escola dela tinha. Tinha vários eventos lá, mas em todo Curitiba, mas especificamente a escola teve se comer pamonha. Eu acho, talvez eu visse, uh, talvez eu visse a pamonha, mas talvez eu não soubesse o nome, né? Eu não conheço o nome. como o Telemaco falou, embalado nas folhas do próprio milho. Sim, talvez eu visse já. Super legal. Somos 11 pessoas. Será que todo mundo aqui são do Brasil? Eu gostaria de saber, para não deixar fora ninguém. I wonder, hey, we're 12 people. I wonder if is everybody in this live from Brazil? If not, I do want to address. I don't want to leave anyone out. eu, eu gosto muito dos americanos. Eu fico triste e com raiva quando pessoas falam mal do seu país. Ok, Telemaco falou que ele gosta muito dos americanos. Eu fico triste. Falou que fica triste com raiva quando as pessoas falam mal do seu país. What up, Mike? Cara, vou falar a verdade, Telemaco. O problema é que, sei lá, os sentimentos das pessoas desse país podem variar, né? Podem variar. Como eu falei em outro live que sim, eu sou grato, principalmente com Deus, por tudo que eu recebi e aprendi desse país, né? Mas eu não vou falar como se fosse um país sem manchas, né? Sem problemas, né? Eu imagino que todo mundo tem. Não, cada país tem problemas mesmos, né? Mas os problemas daqui eu acho, são graves e muitas vezes os problemas são não eliminados, mas sei lá, silenciados, não atendidos, problemas não atendidos e simplesmente silenciados. Então, sim, cada país tem problemas mesmos. Eu não me considero patriótico, mas eu não sou fã do governo. Sim, mas infelizmente eu ligo mais para as pessoas do país. Eu foco mais nisso. Deixa aqui. São Paulo. E esse país, você considera o país mais grande do mundo, mais, sabe, mais importante do mundo. É um país muito importante, mas eu acho que diminui outros, faz diminuir outros países, eu acho. Ou menospreciar outros países. E eu não gosto disso. São Paulo. São Paulo na casa. Ainda não. Oi, Brandy. Oi, Michael. Concordo contigo. Decimara. Sim, é difícil de entender, eu acho, porque quase todo mundo tem a sua perspectiva dos Estados Unidos pelos filmes, pelas séries, né? E pelos filmes e pelas séries parece um país muito muito querido. na verdade mas quando pessoas chegam aqui, elas aprendem muita coisa. Não todo mundo, mas eles aprendem muita coisa. Que, oh, poxa, cara, não é como os filmes. O povo das cidades do interior dos Estados Unidos são muito gente. O povo é isso. O Paris é normal. Sim, é normal. E, infelizmente, quando os turistas chegam aqui, viajam para nesse país, eles vão para cidades grandes, né? E a percepção deles desse país normalmente vem de lá, vem desses lugares, dessas cidades. Mas as pessoas, sei lá, de fora das cidades grandes, normalmente são mais amigáveis. Eu concordo contigo nisso. Mas nessas partes, muitas pessoas como eu não vou. Tem problemas mesmo até hoje com a sociedade, com tudo isso, né? Yeah, I don't want to leave anyone out, but is there anyone here that do not speak Portuguese? I don't want to leave anyone out. I kind of want to make sure I share what's being said to everyone. We're 11 people. Like I said, if someone doesn't, speak Portuguese or anything like that, I would love to be able to say what I said in Portuguese and English. Hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, we could talk about any topic. Uh, we could talk about any topic. There's no specific um, topic I want to touch on. Bom dia. E aí, Lucas? De qual cidade, Lucas? Yeah, I actually. You from Brazil? You speak English too? I see, huh? But yeah, I'm gonna have in the future um specific topics where I'm gonna want to kind of stay on topic. No futuro, eu vou tocar nos temas, eu vou colocar temas mesmos e vou tentar continuar no tema ao conversar com vocês. Então, bora de like aí, pessoal, para acontecer mais. Somos 21. Caramba, cara. Talk about church. Luis Pencil. Seja onde? Where you from? So I don't. I'm not a part of a church. I used to go to church. I used to go to church. Um, I do not go to church anymore. It's probably been about a year now. Você é de Curitiba, legal, super legal. Mas imagino que você fala inglês. Ah, para os falantes, para os falantes, para os falantes do português, Luiz me perguntou, ele quer que eu fale sobre a minha igreja. Eu falei para ele que já não faço parte de uma igreja, faz um ano assim. Então, mas eu mantenho contato com irmãos na fé e sim, a minha família e eu continuamos com Deus e nossa fé em o Filho dele. So yeah, um, I'm not part of a church or anything like that. Um, And we could talk about why. Salve aí, MCL. Seja onde? MC, MCL. So, like I said, more than welcome. Are you part of a church there in Curitiba? Tive um professor que mudou até o fim de vida no interior do estado de Virgínia. Ele falava que lá eu conheci as primeiras pessoas do mundo. Ah, ok. Virginia, super legal. Tive um professor que mudou até o interior. Yeah, places like that, uh, os estados assim, Virginia, os estados menos conhecidos, especialmente nas partes do interior desses estados, são muito, o custo de vida é muito mais baixo, que mais? A vida é muito mais tranquila, então relaxado, né? E normalmente as pessoas são muito mais com menos stress, né? Com menos stress. God bless you too, man. God bless you too, Pencil. Luis Pencil. God bless you too. Telemaco. Um professor de quê? Ele era professor de quê? Vamos deixar falar. So yeah. So let's see. Again, we out here. I'll show y'all right quick. Outside of a mall. I can kind of see. A gente estamos fora de shopping. Fora de shopping mesmo. Ok. Professor de filosofia, leitura e psicologia. Ah, ok. Super legal. Será que era onde ensinava lá no Brasil mesmo? Os chama Olavo de Carvalho. Ah, ok. But yeah, awesome. So Luis Penzo, how long you been learning and how long you been learning English? Daddy, I ain't nobody daddy. No, I got one daughter. Ella enseñaba para. Ah, okay. All right. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Like I said, it's a free for all, man. We could pretty much talk about pretty much talk about anything. Again, um, again, I would try to address whatever topic in both English and Portuguese, or if you speak Spanish, you know. Se tiver alguma tema que você quer que eu toque ou atenda, só falar, dá para conversar sobre aquele tema, né? Oh, the floods. Oh, yeah. Very interesting. There's been a flood here in the state of Texas, para os falantes do português, Brandy está perguntando sobre as inundações que aconteceram há 2 dias aqui no estado de Texas. Morreram mais de 30 pessoas. Pelo que todo mundo sabe, mais de 30 pessoas já morreram nas inundações. Eu acho que foi enchente mesmo. Eu acho que foi uma enchente, de fato. Então, ela está perguntando sobre isso. The floods, yeah, it was very unexpected. The last time I checked, there were 20 girls missing still, because there was like a family or just a group camping, and when the floods happened, it unfortunately it washed them away. They're still looking for people. The number of deaths went up from yesterday. And last time I checked, it was over 30 now. My wife told me something actually pretty interesting. I don't want to release it right now about where it happened, where like some of the people that were killed in it. She told me some interesting information, but I would have to go fact check it. I don't want to say it here on this live. But either way, a life was lost, and that's pretty sad. And I think the state of Texas, is doing what's necessary in order to not only find the missing individuals, but try to help out the families that has been affected. Bom dia, me chamo Nathaniel. Como é questão de ser preto no interior? No dia a dia sou preto também, e às vezes me dá um certo medo de ir para você por causa disso. Boa questão. Boa pergunta. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad, Brandy. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Brandy, because that has been um, definitely in the news all over the place here in the Texas. I'm sure, just all over the country also. Um, eu vou uh, eu vou atender o pergunta de sob o luar, desculpa, macabro. Okay, ela está perguntando. We have a gentleman asking. His name is Nathaniel. Nathaniel, and he's asking, how is it being black in the interior of the United States on a day to day? And he said that he's black, and also it gives him a little fear. It gives him fear a little bit to go to the United States because of this. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to. I'm gonna first answer it in Portuguese, then I will answer in English. Para mim, para ser sincero, Nathaniel, como eu ser negro no interior dos Estados Unidos, para falar a verdade, a minha família e a gente não corre o risco. A gente não corre o risco de viajar nem morar no interior, nas partes interiores dos Estados Unidos. Por quê? Porque normalmente eu sou do sul dos Estados Unidos, do Louisiana, e tem uma história muito feia, quando se trata do tratamento dos negros tem uma história muito feia. Eu acho mais. Eu acho que é mais seguro para minha família eu estar numa cidade mais populosa, poblada, sei lá. Então, porque as pequenas cidades nos interiores dos Estados Unidos têm muitos problemas com o tratamento ainda, até hoje, como os negros. E imagino que você já sabe sobre a história desse país. O ano passado, foram pelo menos 5 pessoas, 5 homens, linchados de árvores aqui no sul dos Estados Unidos. Isso ainda acontece nesse país. E, infelizmente, desculpa, porque estou tentando de me lembrar das vocabulário, né? Mas, infelizmente, coisas assim ainda acontecem, mas pela mídia e pela jornal é silenciado, né? E quando coisas assim acontecem nas cidades pequenas e nos interiores desse país, são o policial dessa região que controlam ou que controlam o que sai, as notícias, as novidades que sai desse condado, sei lá como se diz, mas então normalmente o policial são pessoas que controlam essas áreas, essas zonas dessas cidades pequenas, nos interiores, são brancos. Então, dá medo mesmo para muitas pessoas. Existe ainda nos Estados Unidos cidades, se chamam de sundown towns. Sundown towns são lugares, são cidades onde para um negro não dá para viajar de noite. Não dá para estar fora da casa de noite. Porque na história, quando nesses lugares, quando saiam para fora os negros, os brancos atacavam os negros de noite. E antes avisavam os negros, deram para eles advertências que não saíssem da casa de noite, porque andavam pessoas que procuravam pessoas negras para atacar. Então, até hoje existem, mas o que diminuiu um pouquinho são as câmeras, tecnologia, né? Então, um negro pode dar para quando ele é parado por um policial, né? Pela um polícia, ele dá para ativar a câmera dele, né? Então, ele tem um certo proteção, né? Mas se não fosse pelas câmeras em tecnologia, eu acho que seria muito grave se não fosse por as câmeras em tecnologia hoje. So basically, he asked me, how is it, being black here in the United States, especially in interior cities, the little cities, and I told him that, still exists sundown towns, and that last year there was at least 5 hangings of black men, that were unalived by hanging, so unfortunately stuff like that still happens. And unfortunately, my family and I, we wouldn't travel to like any of these little cities or try to go live in any of these little cities. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, stuff like that still happens. So I mean, I think if you're in a bigger city, you know, you should be fine. Se você decidir viajar, morar numa cidade mais populosa, mais grande, dá para fazer isso. Normalmente não acontece coisa assim, mas não é promessa mesmo. What's going on, José Ribeiro? Tudo bem? Um conhecida negra que casou com um homem branco. E ela é apaixonada por ela. A família dela, os avós, muito amorosos. Ela ganhou uma família. Ah, super legal. Não todo mundo é igual. Todo mundo não é igual, né? Todo mundo não pensa igual. Mas, infelizmente, tem pessoas que são uh, uh, exemplos maus, né? Maus exemplos. Mas obrigado por compartilhar isso. Super legal. Yeah. So we are 46 minutes in. I think I'm gonna try to have this go on. I'm gonna try to have it go on as long as possible. Yeah. Brandon says it appears that everyone in leadership is blaming everyone. That's how it usually happens when a disaster happens. Um, the blame has to come upon somebody. Unfortunately, um, but like I said, that flooding that happened is very unfortunate, and no, I pray for I pray for healing for the families because I can imagine that was pretty tough. So um, sorry, there's a guy who playing the guitar. Yeah, but yeah, I hope everyone is good. Hope everyone is enjoying their day, getting some rest before Sunday. I mean, before Monday. Sorry. No, I did not talk about that jail. The big, beautiful one. Sadly, I did not look up. I mean, sadly, I did not look up the bill yet. Um, I've seen headlines about it, but if you know a little bit about it and you could share kind of what it's about, yeah, I'll like to comment on it. But unfortunately, I did not do my research, but I did see a number of headlines talking about the bill, and yeah, I did not take the time to actually look it up. But what do you think about it? If you think about it, was it pretty interesting? I don't 100% know what it's about. Já tem muita gente falando mal. Hum. Falando mal sobre quê? All right, we're 15 people. Brandy, yeah, if you could share a little bit about the bill. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have more knowledge in the next live. In the next live, I'll have more knowledge about the bill. I should Amanda Telemaco says to defend my country. Um, eu prefiro defender as pessoas, entendeu? Eu prefiro defender as pessoas. Um, Porque quando você disser, uh, me diz defender, fala para mim, para defender, o que quer dizer isso exatamente, né? Porque parece que eu devo estar defendendo o governo, eu devo estar defendendo algumas leis que estão em jogo. É, é muito. Eu prefiro defender as pessoas mesmo e os direitos para as pessoas, porque como é um país muito misto e misto também nas políticas, misto em uh, os direitos, não os direitos, mas como se fala? Os modales. And it's, I think you speak English. So, in its morals, I don't know exactly what I would be defending, which is uma coisa de Deus, mas isso é inveja. Exato. Um país feito das pessoas. Isso, sim. É um país feito das pessoas, né? Então, para as pessoas que são oprimidas, eu prefiro defender eles, né? Uh, e coisas assim. Mas eu não concordo. Imagino que você não concorda com tudo que uh, o seu país publica, ou o seu país acredita, né? Então, então eu não é a mesma coisa comigo, né? Eu não concordo com tudo que nosso governo faz. Então, se alguém me falar para defender o meu país, o que eu estou defendendo? As leis, uh, o que as leis que o presidente assina, sei lá, tudo depende, né? So Telemaco is telling me to, defend my country, and I'm telling him that I prefer to defend people, like people that are either oppressed, so on and so forth. Because when someone says, defend your country, it's kind of like you kind of got to give more context into what is being defended. Am I defending everything that the president signed over? Am I defending everything that my government believes? What am I defending exactly? When someone says defend your country, like I don't know what I'm defending because this country believes in different stuff. My morals, am I defending the morals of this country? Like I don't agree with a lot of stuff this country believes in, or that anybody else believes in. Since it's such a mixed country, and the question is so broad, we have to be specific in what are we exactly defending. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So some people are starting to show up to the market. My wife is here working at the market. Y'all can't see it from here, but let me see. Let's see. More people showing up by little. It's very early still. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Major tax overhaul favoring high earners and corporations. Permanent extension of Trump's. Wow. 2028. Yeah, I definitely. Dang. Yeah, I gotta look that up. Yeah, I kind of gave myself a break from Trump and whatever he was doing. We can we can start. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So phases out green energy incentives from the Inflation Reduction Act, shifting support toward fossil fuels. Oh, okay. Very interesting. Out green energy incentives. So what do you think about it, Brandy? And if Michael with you, I'd like to know what y'all both think about it. So yeah, like I mean, yeah, I wanna do a little bit more research before I comment, but new or expanded deductions through 2028 tax cuts on tips, tax cut on tips, overtime, auto loan interest. Wait, oh, tax cuts on tips, overtime, auto loan interest, and $200 bump to the child tax credit. Hmm. Marco says he want me to gain an accent similar to yours. Man, that's hard, man. And thank you for sharing that, Brandon. Yeah, I do have to do my homework. I took my like I said, I took myself a Trump break. Um, but yeah, is and that's what it's called, right? The big beautiful bill is containing all the little things that you're bringing out. But yeah, definitely share what you and Michael think about that. Um, but yeah, and as far as the accent, man, I think it's hard to build an accent not living in the country. Not living in the country, it's gonna be tough. Uh, I'm gonna just try to work on my vocabulary while I'm out here in the States. So, okay, Brandon said it depends on the person. If you're high, oh yeah, if you're high, I imagine it's gonna be. Isn't that reason? Threshold of everyday American, even upper middle class, with suffer. Yep, that's what it at least sounds like for me, according to what you stated. Yep, I'm looking at the other permanent extension of Trump's 2020 rates. So cap raised to 40K for a 5-year period. God dog. So yeah, it's about time to roll up out of here, man. It's about time to roll up out of here. I think I think that's why there's been an influx of people deciding to get their passports and consider living out the country. Foreign investors are losing hope in the United States. That's causing many of the layoffs. Yeah, the layoffs are happening in droves, yo. They are happening in droves. And not just because of AI, but just because, like you said, foreign investors are losing hope. Um, man, so these decisions that are being made by by the office, man, is definitely going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect a lot of people, like you said, the upper the middle class and definitely lower. That's the unpaid. Yeah. All right. So do I like what do I think about the soccer games? Sadly, soccer is not popular here. My daughter plays soccer. She plays soccer, but it's not popular in the United States like football, basketball, baseball. You know, I prefer to play soccer than to watch it. So sobre o luar, Macebro está perguntando o que eu acho sobre futebol. Eu acho, eu acho o esporte muito legal, mas eu prefiro jogar do que assistir. I don't know what you think about it, honestly. So, okay, I don't know what to think about it, honestly. That numb feeling is starting to set in, which is not good. Yeah, man. For those who are living outside of the United States, I don't know how someone can look at the news unless the Most High tell you to. Let me first say that unless the Most High lead you to move back to the United States. If you already established outside the United States and you look at the news of the United States, there's nothing attractive that could possibly cause you to want to come back. I don't see there's nothing attractive. You see what I'm saying? Unless you lost your job, you completely ran out of money, and you need to make money. You don't want to make the money of the currency where you at, where you currently living in the country that you currently living in. Um, yeah, I don't see anything attractive about coming back to the States unless the Most High leads you to come back for a specific purpose. So yeah, excuse me. So unless you have a actual plan like of moving back to the States, there's nothing attractive that's on the news that would cause anybody to want to move back. Somebody from here. You know what I mean? Especially if they're already established outside the country. Um, and to Macebro, o esporte do futebol não é muito popular, não é muito, como se fala? Tem muitos campos um, de futebol aqui, mas não é bem recebido o esporte. Mas tem muitos futebolistas aqui mesmo. Mas não, 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 não sei como se diz. Ele não é muito preferido, não é um esporte muito preferido. Mas ah, quanto a mim, eu gosto de jogar, mas é difícil para mim ficar assistindo o esporte. Brandy facts, yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to, like I said, it has to be an actual plan of coming back to the States. Hey, like we're gonna establish this, then we're gonna head back out type stuff. Um, but to just move back, just to move back, yeah, I'll stay out the country. Your chance is better out there, or I'll bounce to another country. Um, there's nothing attractive that, like, I don't see how we could look at the news and be like, oh yeah, I definitely gotta head back. Unless things are like, just really going wrong in the country that you're in, uh talking about visa wise or residency wise, then I could see someone like, okay, I gotta go back to my country. Uh but even if that, I consider even another country. But I'm just speaking off my preference. I'm not, you know, I can't put my preference on anybody else, because somebody may see the United States, which many people do, who are not from here. They see the United States and they think it's, a great opportunity. They come here, they do well for themselves, you know. And I guess it's about perspective. It's about perspective. It's usually the people who are not from the country that appreciate your country more. But yeah, I'm up here. Oh man, I'm hungry. I don't know what. Trying to hold on to lunchtime. It's kind of too early right now. It's very hard explaining that to people outside the states, in my opinion. There are pros and cons, though. Yeah, there are pros and cons with absolutely everything. Um, there are pros and cons with everything. But trying to explain this to someone who you know is not from here, who doesn't understand the culture, doesn't understand you know how things work and just the history. It's going to be kind of hard because depending on where they come from, depending on what they're used to, the opportunity for them to come here and rent out a house, a nice house, and have their get a car, to them yo that's a leg up, like that's a leg up probably what it from where they come from, you know especially if they used to living in apartments their whole life, if they used to not having a car. So when they, get the opportunity to move to the United States and rent out a house, or get a loan for a house and get a loan for, a car, they're living like what they see on the movies. You see what I'm saying? Like they get the opportunity, like, oh snap, this is the American dream. Who cares if I'm like, everything I got is, um, I got a loan for everything. Who cares? They get to live what they see on TV. You see what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard to get people to like not see that, but to see that like, well, that's kind of like a disadvantage. Even if you tell them like, yo, this house that you just bought, you got a loan for is $200,000, but by the time you finish paying it off along with the interest, you're gonna end up paying $350,000. When you tell them that, they probably don't even care. You see what I'm saying? Like to them, it's like they got the house. You see what I'm saying? So, but to us, it's like, man, we see past all that, Or if you got a car and the car is really, $15,000, but by the time you finish paying on it, with the interest, you done gave them $30,000. They don't care. They got a car, they got it's a hybrid, you know what I mean? So it's something that they now, that they seen on TV, or they just never had before. Not really considering the payments, not considering how it can affect them just financially in the future. Yeah, we see taxes, we see insurance, we see all that stuff. And when you factor all that in, like like these the two cars that we bought, we paid them right off. We paid these cars right off because I didn't want a loan, I didn't want to finance it. Um, and yeah, it took a good chunk out of our savings and whatnot. But I knew if I was to try to finance a car, nah, it wasn't gonna turn out too good. You know what I mean? And I'm paying insurance on both of them, 200, at least, and that's for like the minimum. You know, you probably paying at least $100 for a car. At minimum. Sometimes it depends on the state. And your past history. So these things you gotta really factor in, and before making those decisions. Yeah. So Brandy is saying, e para todo mundo saber, eu estou falando sobre a vida daqui, nos Estados Unidos, e todas as contas que tem, ser, tem que ser pagas, né? Que tem que ser pagas, e todas as coisas muitos estrangeiros nem sabem antes de antes de virem aqui para morar. Muitas coisas que nem sabem antes de virem aqui. Eu estou falando sobre isso. So, Brandy says, we see possible homelessness if losing the job. See, lost a job, healthcare, because most healthcare is tied to your employer. Yeah, so A lot of people, take that risk of like not having any health care or anything like that. Um, Losing the job. Yeah, if you lose the job here, it's rough, man. It's rough. But if you, let's say you leave, you leave the country, you leave the United States to go live in another country, say Brazil, but you got some savings and you got an online job. Let's say you lose your job that's online. You still can survive off the savings depending on how much savings you have. I would have, me personally, I wouldn't come out, I wouldn't leave the country unless I have enough savings to live off of at least a year. Me and my family could live a year off the savings alone. I wouldn't even leave the country, and that's including rent, food, um, transportation, so on and so forth. I wouldn't leave the country unless I have a year's worth of living expenses for my family and I. So, but here, if you lose your job, a lot of people live in paycheck to paycheck in the first place. A lot of people don't even have a year's worth of living expenses, you know, just here in the United States. It's hard to build up, for I would say most people. Um, but the thing about here, if they were to lose their job, they have the they have the chance of gaining a job, here. Now, if you were out the country, it's probably, a little bit more challenging to get a job there in that country. You'll probably have to look for another online job or a way to make money. Yeah. So yeah, things are high. It's not cheap here, it's not cheap here, but by the grace of God, um, by the mercy of the Most High, me and my family, we have enough, you know, we have enough. We're able to pay these bills. Um, but yeah, we don't like paying, the price that we're paying, but that's what we got to do. Got to do what we got to do. Let's see, make sure I ain't miss anything. So yeah, and that's just liability too. That's not even full coverage. Yeah, not even full coverage. So yeah, oh man, so we at 1 hour and 13 minutes. That's a blessing, man. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to be on the live that long. But I thank y'all for rocking with me. Like I said, I'm trying to keep myself distracted until lunch. 'Cause I am starving. Look like it's about to rain here. Um, but yeah, thank you for bringing up the situation that happened here in Texas with the flooding. Um, I should have started off talking about that. That's a very good question. Will the World Cup still be in the USA? Um, Shoot, knowing Trump, he probably try to send ice at them. But it's the World Cup is next. No, yes, next year. Next year, 20. It should be towards the end of 2026. Um, it's a good question. It should be, and I think in Los Angeles too, right? If I'm not mistaken. That'd be pretty cool. But yo, I can't. From a year from now, how is this country gonna be? I don't know. I have no clue. And then it's gonna be in LA where there's been fires, there've been riots. It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be a very interesting time if you know, if LA is all in one piece by that time. But yeah, I think it's gonna be in LA towards the end of next year. I think it I think it all depends. If it's in the USA, it might not be in LA. They might switch the location. Oh, it's gonna be in Mexico too. Oh yeah, if it's in Mexico, yeah, okay, they may do it in, because LA is close to Mexico. So I mean, it depends, man. I really don't know how the dynamic is gonna go down, like where they're gonna be playing all the games. Maybe the final games are gonna be in LA. I'm not sure, but yeah, it'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting to see. Hey, don't laugh at my hair, man. I've been trying to cut my own hair because these haircuts out here ain't no joke. They expect 50. That's the lowest price, and then they want a tip. I was up in Brazil. That price was a fifth, a fifth cheaper. Yeah, Canada, USA, and Mexico are official hosts. Okay, didn't know that. I thought it was just USA, just to get the most publicity. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Because last time it was in France, right? Wait, was it in France? I think it was somewhere in Europe. Hmm. But yeah, man, that'll be awesome, man. Uh, it'll be awesome to probably attend a game. It'll pretty cool experience, I can imagine. But yeah, I know they're gonna try to get the U.S. together, before that time because that's a lot of money that's coming in, and especially but then we holding the World Cup, not the World Cup, but the Olympics. That should be when I think that's 2028. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, in a couple minutes, I'm gonna go over there with my fam. Yeah, USA just get the most publicity. Oh, yeah, you're right. USA does get the most publicity. Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know about Mexico and Canada hosting it. That's interesting. But yeah, next time I plan to have specific topics, man. Specific topics we could talk about, especially topics within the Black community, uh, and just with the U.S. in general. Um, with travel, how travel has changed you, changed your view. Um, yeah, I hope to do things that are more specific. I hope to do also Bible readings too. Some of the things that the Lord blessed me to understand. Sometimes I just want to share. You know what I mean? Um, and so yeah, hopefully we could get into some of that in the near future. And I said this in my last live, but yeah, I hope to. I got to set up a WhatsApp and a way to, have everyone because I want to conversate with individuals and have everyone hear the call along with me, and then it could all be on a live. So I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, if y'all have topics too, like we could talk about that. Today is kind of like a free fall, just pretty much throw out whatever you know. We talk about whatever. So, so yeah, if no one has anything else, I'm about to close this live, and I appreciate everyone rocking with me. Se ninguém tiver outra coisa, outro tema, uh, eu vou fechar o live e eu quero pedir desculpa pela falta de português que eu conheço. Eu ando com um vocabulário limitado mesmo. Mas espero que vocês possam entender, conseguissem entender, porque I'm just going back over the. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank y'all again. Que tenham bom dia. Hope y'all have a good day. Get some rest before Monday. Y'all take care. Yep. Have a good one, y'all. Appreciate y'all.